Scoring hit with a runner in scoring position since Michael Conforto's clutch two-out go-ahead single on Thursday here in L.A. against the Mets. Trying to change that today in St. Louis. Kristen Watson is with the Dodgers. Right now, she joins us live from Busch Stadium with more on the offense. Hi there, Kristen.
Hi, John. Yeah, the offense has been limited, especially with runners in scoring position, but they're getting the hits. Even in this series thus far, they've had 19 hits, so they're getting on base and giving themselves opportunities, just unable to bring the runs home. Dave Roberts today, he talked about what he wants to see from the offense today, how they can salvage this series, picking up a win, avoiding the sweep by the Cardinals, and also how he's seeing his offense just handle these situations.
You know, I just think it's kind of remain focused on taking good at-bats and try not to get it all back in one at-bat. This guy's a young pitcher, good competitor from what I hear about this kid we're going to be facing around the hitting zone. So I think just keep taking it at-bats, don't put any undue pressure on ourselves, and expect good things to happen.
Of course, you have professional ball players and quite a few veterans on this team. How do you see them handling that, though, and just trying not to get away from themselves at the plate?
You know what? I think that there's a few guys in our lineup right now that are really feeling pretty good at the plate. And there's guys right now that are trying to find their swings a little bit, not as comfortable. I just think that we just got to continue to create opportunities. You know, it's a veteran group, you know, and ironically, a couple of the younger guys are feeling pretty good at the plate. Giving Andy Pages a day today. I think he's played 8 or 9 in a row, so just give him a blow, getting ready for the San Diego series. And Hae-Song's swinging the bat well, so just to get him another start, too.
From talking to Dave Roberts, as well as some of the other coaches, it's been clear that they have the confidence with this group, but it's just a matter of staying true to themselves, not getting away, not trying to force anything at the plate. And even with talking to Mookie Betts on Friday night, he was saying, look, if it was easy with runners in scoring position, the runs would be scored if that was the case. But of course, these are big league pitchers. They're doing everything they can. They maybe need to take a step back, look at the approach. He is someone in specific who has been tinkering with a few things offensively and at the plate, and he feels like he is turning that corner. So while some guys are there, a few are searching for it, but right now it's just about staying true to themselves, and they have the confidence that hopefully today they can turn things around, guys.
Oh, the ebbs and flows of the 162-game season. It's tough to get through those difficult times. Kristen, thank you very much. Still much more to come. Clayton Kershaw enters today's game needing 24 strikeouts to join that 3,000 K club. Not going to get there today, but hopefully he does pick up that first win of 2025. We'll have a game preview with Steven and Oral coming up next. Cardinals coming up on a beautiful day, thank goodness, in St. Louis. Little League Day at Busch Stadium. And the way the Dodgers offense has been, they would settle for a few Little League homers today. Let the Cardinals throw it around the field, just anything to get some runs today. But if you take away the 2 games in Japan, the Dodgers are 3 games under 500 on the road this season. One thing they haven't done, though, is get swept in a 3-game series on the road. They'll try to keep that streak going today as we head out to Busch Stadium in St. Louis and check in with the guys who will call this one, Steven Nelson and Oral Hershiser. Hi there, Steven.
Hi there, John. Yeah, Oral, they were just playing the St. Lunatics here at Busch Stadium, and the Dodgers offense through 2 games driving a lot of fans to lunacy a little bit because baseball has happened here in the month of June. The Dodgers came in flying high offensively, the best team with runners in scoring position, and it just hasn't been the case here in these first 2 games. So what would be the approach of the game plan here as they try and avoid the sweep?
The first thing I would do as a veteran, I would make sure I had some really good coffee and I'd come into the locker room in a good mood. You got to fake it till you make it, right? You come in all downtrodden and feeling like, oh, everybody then feels that weight from the veterans. And I think this team is very good at coming in and going, we're going to fake it till we make it. So I think Dave Roberts came in a good mood. I think the guys come in. There's got to be energy in the clubhouse. And then you take that energy into your pregame work and you concentrate and you pretend like you're hot. And I would pretend like I'm hot all the time. That would be like after I would burn my socks and my T-shirts and other things to break the slump.
Right.
But, you know, like Don Trell's on the set right now. He's holding a ball.
Yeah.
By the time he gets back on camera, he should be holding a bat. We need those bats to go.
We need the bats to get swinging. And give some support to Clayton Kershaw. His last win in the major leagues came here against the Cardinals last summer. And once again, Oral, the older he gets, the more things change and the roster evolves, the more things stay the same with regards to the Dodgers need number 22.
Yeah, you come full circle in this career. His first outing was against the Cardinals way back when the starter that he opposed was 7 years old. So I'm telling you right now, at the beginning of your career, it's about basics. At the end of your career, I'm not saying he's there, but as things start to slow down, it's about the basics. So it's about getting the first out, getting the first strike, not walking guys, not giving free passes, hopefully not having any errors behind you. Because if you're not doing the basics, your stuff at some level isn't enough to get you out of it, those problems.
Now, we're going to get back to the fellas with something basic. They got to win today to avoid the sweep and ensure that they go into Petco Park ahead in the National League West. It's just a one-game lead, and who knows how things are going to shake out with the Friars and the Brewers later today. So the Dodgers got to take care of business.
Got to get those bats going today. He should have a bat because the man got his foot down when he was a hitter like 9 times.
Saying, John.
Go, fake it till you make it, because he could hit. Dontrell could hit.
He
No
was a
faking
great
that.
hitter. Yeah. Had a 2-homer game one time against the Mets. Ask all the Mets fans. Thank you, guys.
He's the best hitter on the desk.
We'll see you coming up in 15 minutes. It's year 18 for Clayton Kershaw. And Jerry, it's Clayton Kershaw. His 7th and final strikeout of the day, getting Brendan Donovan now just 17 away from 3,000.
Outstanding slider during the game. 7 punch out, no free passes. Gave us a chance to win. Dare I say vintage. I'm going to say it again.
Say it.
Vintage Kershaw, because he's on the road. He probably can't hear it.
Hopefully he's all smiles picking up his first win of the year. Let's hear from Clayton right now with Kirsten and the media.
Clayton, you were excellent today. Did it feel like you were just kind of getting back to your true self on the mound and in sync where you like to be?
I think every start, the results haven't always been there, but I feel like there's been a little bit of progress with each one. So this was another one that I felt like my stuff was starting to trend up a little bit. Gave up a few too many hits, 2 strikes to, 3-2 counts a lot. So some things that I'd like to clean up overall. But, for the most part, I think there were some better throws today. Curveball was a little bit better today. Got some outs with that. Slider was okay today too. So command was better overall, though. I think that was probably the biggest thing. I had a little bit better command, which was good.
When you see more swing and miss in your game, is that a telling factor to you for anything?
Yeah, swing and misses are always good. You don't need strikeouts all the time, but if you have that ability, that's definitely a good thing. So good to see that in big situations, be able to get some swing and miss, and hopefully just keep trending.
Tracking the 3,000 strikeout.
Freddie keeps reminding me.
Did you know that you passed Zach Greinke?
Oh no, but I like that one. That's good. Good. I need to beat Zach. That's good.
Calling him to rub that in tonight?
No, but hopefully he finds out that I beat him and he texts me. Yeah.
What about the velocity? Does it feel like it was coming out of your hand better, a little bit faster?
Honestly, it's hard to tell. I try to look sometimes. I couldn't really see here that well. But I felt like every once in a while I would reach back and had a little bit extra. So, look, it's not going to be amazing or anything, but I think at times it's getting a little bit of life on it, and making guys foul some pitches off or get jammed a little bit, which is the goal.
The strike results were a problem in the last start. Much better this time. Is that just a product of the stuff being better?
I think the command is important. I think leaving pitches middle with 2 strikes last game, a lot of curveballs that I left middle, and so being able to shorten the curveball at times, make the slider strike to ball a little bit more with 2 strikes. So, I think overall a little bit better stuff, but probably command more than anything.
Is that the part of today's game that you're happiest about as far as the consistency of the command?
Yeah, I felt like I had an idea where the ball was going. I think, when it was going bad there, I didn't really know how to correct it. And I feel like when I threw a bad one, I had some ideas on how to fix it with the next pitch. So that's all pitching is just making the adjustment as quick as you can. And I think, it wasn't perfect, but getting better.
Did you think Kim was going to make that catch on Wynn's fly ball in center in the 4th inning?
No, that was a great play. I didn't think he hit it that good, but it just kept traveling, and Kim made a great play. Yeah.
Clayton, your offense has been hitting all weekend, maybe not with the sequencing. They might have wanted for them to get on the board early. How much will help you to be able to kind of pitch downhill and have that behind you? Right? Yeah,
anytime guys get the lead, you want to try to hold it. So it shouldn't change anything you're doing. Just keep attacking, but obviously, it always feels nice to get runs early.
How big was it just to get a win today for you guys after the way the first 2 games went and going to San Diego?
Yeah, you definitely want to win. I think this win is important, just all the way around. Everybody, bullpen picked me up. Guys are swinging the bats well. It's just kind of a good, solid team win, which is, I think, what we needed headed into San Diego for sure.
You were out early this morning. I know that's part of your regular routine and whatnot, but pitching in this ballpark in particular, is there anything that was, I don't know, rewarding about today, exciting about having a really strong start the way it went?
No. Yeah, not really.
Did you see the video before the game? I guess they do that for you every time. What can you do with the video?
Yeah. I think it's a little Bush League, but I don't expect anything less from these guys, so it's no worries.
So Clayton Kershaw asked there during the game or before the game, they were showing the Matt Adams home run off of him, and we're hearing that they showed it repeatedly throughout the game. Everyone remembers that 3-run home run Matt Adams hit off of Kershaw. It was a 2-0 game, and then the 3-run bomb made the Cardinals a winner. But, Jerry, that's something that you probably shouldn't do to one of the greatest of all time. And they say, Cardinal way, we do things the right way. Showed a little more respect.
The Cardinal way, that's garbage. Listen, there's been so many great players that played for that really good organization, St. Louis Cardinals. I'm a huge Ozzie Smith man. Great people there. The one thing is, if I was on the Cardinals team, there's one thing to show it one time, maybe before the game. Okay, there's history there between the Dodgers, Cardinal rivalry. No, that's fine with it. Ozzie Smith's home run against the Dodgers. Nothing wrong with it. But if you're going to repeatedly show it, if I'm on the Cardinals, I'm getting upset. First of all, I'm on that team. I wasn't on that team that beat the Dodgers, okay? Now you're motivating Clayton Kershaw. You get him something to get fired up about, and he goes out there and shoves against us. So if I'm the Cardinals, I'm ticked off about it because you just motivated a future Hall of Famer and a 2-time champion, hopefully a 3-time after this year.
Thank you. That's how I feel. Thank you. This is the best start for Clayton Kershaw this year. I'm going to keep showing that video, and if I have to go to the stadium and show that video, I'm going to show it because this was absolutely outstanding. So you want to motivate a Giant? This is what happens. This is a result of it. So I appreciate that. Keep showing that home run and keep making that guy angry. Thank you.
Like I said, if I'm on the Cardinals, I'm upset because why are you giving him extra fuel? You don't have to face Kersh.
No, thank you. Let's go to the K-Zone.
We'll show how he used that field today.
Yeah, let's go to the
Also picked up his first win of the year. Let's go back to St. Louis. Dave Roberts with the media.
Dave, Clayton Kershaw today, just to see the swing and miss. You talked ahead of the game how you wanted to see just more of the consistency of his command. How did he do that? And how did you see that from him today?
I thought he was fantastic. Clearly his best outing yet. As you mentioned, the command was much better. The slider got the swing and miss we talked about. He just really didn't feel like he was laboring from pitch one, trying to find something. So the curveball incorporated was much better today. And it just kind of back to who he is, 7 strikeouts, no walk. And, they put together an inning, in that 5th inning, but found a way to get out of it and get a win, and much needed.
When you see just more swing and miss in his game, what does it say to you as just kind of where he's at and how he's continuing to this kind of just progress forward this season?
I think, obviously the characteristics of the slider, the depth, the lateness, that's a good sign. I think that the tunneling, everything looks the same. I think the hand speed is repeating to sell the fastball, to sell the slider. I just thought he was just in complete control. I thought Will did a great job with him. And, he scored enough today.
How big was it to score those 3 in the 2nd inning?
It was big. I thought the first inning we came out with good intent. Shohei's double, and I thought we squared some balls up and was able to put together an inning, put up a crooked number there in that 2nd inning. And, I thought overall with the walks, the at-bats, I thought Muncy, Will really swung the bats well. Haesong, Tommy with some big hits and some sac fly. So overall, I thought the defense was really good. Kike made a nice play. I thought Muntz played really well at 3rd, and obviously there in the 9th, getting Kopi his first outing of the season, which was great, and to see Pajes make a play in right. So good all around.
When you think about the 2nd inning and the abundance of hard contact and the adjustments that McGreevy made from that inning on, you got much weaker contact, much more swing and miss. Yeah. What did you like about those in-game adjustments he made?
Even to get back up to the top and get Ohtani to ground out and getting bets. I mean, even that in itself, right? Like, that could be a very, very big inning that just snowballs and shortens his outing by a lot. So that's probably what I like about him most, is he doesn't allow that to happen. Like, he really does stay in the moment. Especially for his level of experience, and I mean, playing a good team, and for him not to get sped up at any moment was awesome to see. So Yeah.
What does he do there? Just kind of stick with his strength. Obviously, the ground balls. Does he stick with his strengths?
Just stick with your strengths, and he's stubborn about that in a good way. He knows what gives him success. But he worked well with Petey, and yeah.
You've talked. I mean, obviously, the theme of this year that you've presented is kind of learning and improving, right? Better in May than in April. That along those lines. What does a series like this do for a team where learning is such an emphasis, especially if you agree that it had some playoff aspect to it, even today where you had to keep the pressure on a little bit?
You are learning or developing winning players. And that's what I'm loving at the moment, is these guys are learning how to win. I've said it quite a bit, but that's a good team across the way, and they felt this every inning of this series, even up 4. You can feel it, and that's exactly the type of pressure and culture you want to create. Is, man, that regardless of score, regardless of inning, that across the way they feel you coming, and that was exactly what the series was. So I enjoyed the heck out of it. Our guys did a really nice job.
Along those lines, for the series, can you talk about what you thought from the fans and the outpour of cheering?
Loved it. Bush felt like Bush. I mean, and our dudes feed off of it, man. They really do. The environment was awesome. It was extremely competitive. Like, just everybody was into it. Decent amount of their fans here as well. It's a well-respected and well-followed team. But, gosh, our guys love playing here for that reason. So when it's full, it's fun. Yeah.
The job that McGreevy did, to go back to him for a second, to be able to stay in the game. He had a really quick 5th inning and get you 6. That's important given where your bullpen is.
Yes, our bullpen, there's a lot of guys we were trying to stay away from today. And for him to be able to have that quick one and go back out was important. There's 2 guys we wanted to finish that game with if we were down, and it was King and Swanson. So that's another reason. Just there's a lot to like about what we saw with McGreevy today. Yeah.
To get ahead of ourselves, what's next for him? And what's the conversation in the coming days like where he fits?
I'd like to have it with him before you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fair.
No, appreciate it though. Yeah.